What we do is we bring together entrepreneurs from all over the world. They've actually come to Minnesota to get mentorship from the entrepreneurship community here and from the Minnesota Twins and Polad organizations.
I think for us it can infuse a level of innovation, a new mindset across our organization, the opportunity for so many of our leaders to be involved with these founders, to have an opportunity to mentor, to learn, to think about how we can push the boundaries, push the limits.
So our team really does a worldwide search. We have companies from all over the world. We're geo-agnostic. And so it really doesn't matter where a company comes from, but we're really casting a broad net to get all of the best founders within the sports, live entertainment, and media space.
Having people who are, going through the same things and are there to talk about sort of the stuff you don't know about, like not a business person, so starting a business has been like a very new challenge. I think that's been really helpful.
I think the term accelerator is no joke. The program helps accelerate your company in the most immersive way possible.
It really is taking 100 days and cramming an entire year of experience. So every day genuinely feels like 3 days.
Being able to be so close to the Minnesota Twins and being able to have, be able to work with people, work in production within the Twins and have that knowledge and, just basically have a very deep kind of design partnership for us. As we're building out this product, to ask the end user, who's our mentor, how would you use this? What is something that would make this process easier? I think that a lot of startups in the early stages don't have that necessarily opportunity or exposure to their user, which I think ultimately is going to be really valuable for us.
Sports in general, in particular the sport of baseball, needs to reimagine some things, and what better way than to partner with tech startups that have implication on our business and can help us see a future that we couldn't necessarily see ourselves and stretch our thinking across the board.
I think for a sports team to not consider themselves as just the product on the field, as just a baseball team, just a soccer team, just a football team. If your fan base can think of you and experience you outside of a hat, which is one way, and outside of the walls of your ballpark or your stadium, that I think is ultimately what we're striving to be, is a brand that extends beyond just the diamond itself.
Big companies tend to, because of how big they are, sometimes taking risks, is something harder for them to do. So just getting exposed and interacting with founders who are essentially taking the biggest risks sometimes of their lives is inspirational to some of these big companies like the Twins, and they can learn, and there's an exchange of information and knowledge and experiences and innovation that working with us and other founders can help to share that knowledge.
When we first sat down and chose these companies, I didn't quite appreciate that, in fact, there are several companies there that we could end up investing in, and I didn't quite appreciate that when I first got involved with the program.
We did have an initiative to bring in, a broader scope of females. My team really wanted to bring in the best, the brightest, the most innovative females within the sports, live entertainment, and media space, and I think we really did an incredible job of not only going from one company to 3, and I hope within these next few programs we can even bring in more.
I'm most impressed with how well organized the program is, and just, these entrepreneurs come in and they've got these businesses, but just the training and the mentoring and just how they've really got this really well-oiled machine in place.
I think that this program is exactly the type of thing the Twins need to do if we want to continue to adapt, to evolve, and really to innovate. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what the startups bring during demo day.
My expectation was that we were going to come in, we were going to get a ton of support and resources, but ultimately what we got was so much more. A bunch of lifelong friends, a bunch of mentors, investors, advisors, and relationships that ultimately will last far beyond just the companies that we're working on today.
And just seeing the passion for what they do and the willingness to put it all on the line. I think there is a part of each one of us that have thought of things and had creative ideas when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night, and very few of us take that leap. And to see somebody so bullish a group of people, frankly, about what they believe, so much so that they walked away from, in some cases, really high-paying, really successful jobs because they believe. And if we can all find a little bit of that belief in us, there's no limit to the things that we can do.